Hello, everyone on My BC Consulting's Facebook page. It's 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time now. We switched our clocks back, so now we're in alignment with the whole world. And you know what? This is the time that I love to do these Where in the World Is a W5 story session, where I bring people that I've met for a while or just recently met and ask them the W5 questions to get to know them a little bit better. So, who are you?
Hi, my name's Lynette Trumper.
Well, there's the accent. Remember, I did a little pre-post that I've met Lynette twice now, and that accent intrigues me. So, Lynette, welcome. And what are 5 who hats you wear in this world?
Well, I'm a mother of 5 boys, a wife, and a grandmother. So that's one of my big hats that I wear, especially now at the moment. And another one that I wear, and that is of an entrepreneur. And that where I love helping people.
Okay, so let's unpack 2 of those. As a grandma, what are some things you like to do with your grandchildren?
Well, I do like to spend time with them, but which is really, really good. And that because for a long time I never got to see them, apart from on Zoom, FaceTime, and because, as you've most probably picked out, I have an accent from the Southern Hemisphere, from New Zealand actually. And so for quite a while, when my grandchildren were born and a wee bit getting, going through their, 0 to 5 stage and that, we just visited them casually, every now and again. But for the eldest 2, I never saw them till they were about 3 years old. So now that we live in Canada and we're closer, it's just so great in that to see all their, be here for their milestones.
That's beautiful. So is there a favorite game or book that you love to share to your grandma time?
Well, I spent quite a bit of grandma time with the ones here in Woodstock, Ontario, because I look after them before school and after school.
Oh.
And like at the moment, they're on those favorite little machines called iPads. And they can teach me so much about iPads and all the stuff on the internet.
I love that. When the young can teach the old, and the old, I think what we teach them is time management on those crazy devices as well. So as an entrepreneur, what do you do in that who hat?
Okay, well, as an entrepreneur, in that I do help other entrepreneurs and businesses. I show them how to increase their influence and build those strong and meaningful connections with people that they meet in their lives or in their business lives, and that, so that I can show them how to put value into those relationships that they are forming with their connections.
So how do you do that?
Well, on a platform that we have on the internet, and that we can actually send cards or postcards. But I don't sell them. And that what I teach people to do is actually how to use them so that their message is important to the recipient. It's not advertising if it's a business.
Right.
It's a special message, a message that we can show appreciation, or whether it's, gratitude. And also an important one is celebrating their lives. Beautiful. We have lots of things that happened in their life that need celebrating.
Oh, I love that. So where do you help people in your business? So where are your customers located? We heard you're from the Southern Hemisphere. You're now living in Woodstock, Ontario. So where do you help these entrepreneurs? What part of the world?
Well, I help everyone globally. And since we've had COVID and that, people have come to accept working online and doing business online. And for me, it's made it a lot easier. So I attend lots of networking events. That's one of the main things that I do. I do a little bit of online meeting of people, but it's just gradual, and that I don't go and spam people with what I'm selling or what the new latest thing is that we have, and that it's important to build those relationships. If you want to say to me, hey, listen, Lynette, and what do you do? Well, yes, I will tell you, but it's up to you to initiate that with me, because I want to find out really about you.
What a novel idea, Lynette. What a novel idea. So when did you decide you wanted to help people build those relationships with this tool that you have?
Well, it happened nearly 12 years ago when I was still in New Zealand. It's a long time, I know. And I had some role models over when I was in New Zealand in networking groups that I belonged to in person in those days. But I had someone who has a huge network and a lot of influence, but what she used to do after she'd met someone, she would send a postcard just with a quick note on them, and that is how she built a huge network. And when I was introduced to this platform, I thought, oh, now businesses could really, really use this to keep in touch.
Absolutely beautiful. So Lynette, this is I think my favorite question is, what's your why in life?
My why. My why is to improve the quality of my life in my senior years, but also to help others as well, whether it be through improving their business life, their personal life. So it's a bit of both, that I'm going to improve mine, because I've found that over the years, and that for showing gratitude, the gratitude has come back to me. So, my why is to build a time where I can still spend quality time with my grandchildren and my children, and I can still travel when we're allowed to travel. So, yeah, that's my main why. And that, I think when you get to the more senior years, and then I think family becomes very, very important.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Lynette Trumper, for being my guest today. Wow, what a true worldly experience that you've had living, from New Zealand, now in Canada, wanting to improve yourself and also to help improve the lives of others with a great relationship marketing tool. So we'll make sure that I put Lynette's information into the chat afterwards, so you can connect up with her, maybe her LinkedIn profile and your website as well. So we'll make sure we do that. So again, thank you for sharing your story, your unique to you W5 story. I'll be back next Monday for another edition of Where in the World Is ... a W5 story session. You just never know who, what, where, when, and why of the person you're going to learn. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jeanette. Bye.